Dave here. Puget Sound Garden Railway Society has a gentleman who seems to be an expert on everything. This time the video is on an alternative to the switching of a turnout remotely on your device for controlling the trains. It's a double pole, double throw switch, and he will be showing you how to wire it, set it up, and use it. It's a great little video. We hope you enjoy it and learn something. Oh, and by the way, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel and give us the thumbs up. Thumbs up helps others find us. Also, I want you to visit the Puget Sound Garden Railway Society website. The link will be in the comments section below this video. Ready? Here we go.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to my workbench. As messy as it is my workbench. So I had a question from a good friend. He wants to set up a switch, an LGB type 1201, 1202 electric switch. These are normally on the LGB system supposed to be hooked up through their switch box with an AC circuit into it. Now, I use actually a car battery out back to run all my switches. I have two of these on my layout, but for this demonstration here today, I'm just going to use my one battery. It actually has a pretty good charge on it right now. Let's check the charge and see what we have. I am showing, oops, a little tough to cross them by yourself. Yeah, about 12.34 volts. So if you can see that okay, that's 12.34 volts right now. So I haven't charged this thing in about a year. This is actually what I use on my solar systems out back. So with that tested, we know we have at least 12 volts on this. Like I say, out back I use a car battery, so 12 to 14 volts. And I actually keep it charged with a small 45 watt solar panel, one of these Harbor Freight ones, that is on top of my little roof in the back. All right, so what I have here is a standard. This reads at 1201. I think they're also 1202s. No, that's 1201 also. Anyway, I wanted to show you how this is going to work with this. Basically what I've done is I've taken a double throw, double pull, momentary center off switch. So this switch, if you push it to the left or your right, it only stays there momentarily. It'll return to center. Push it the other way to the left and it'll also return back to center. This is what they use for the sound devices to raise and lower the sound systems on the Phoenix soundboards. So they're not bad. They're about $5 a piece, for $4 to $5 a piece. I used to get them at Galaxy Hobbies until they closed doors. All right, now I've wired this. Oh, the wiring on this. Okay, with this switch, the idea is, and that came under. Okay, with this switch, the idea is on one side, you want the current coming directly straight out, positive to negative, and it goes to the switch. But if you want to throw the switch the opposite way, you have to reverse the polarity on these two wires going in. So on one side, it's a direct route, positive to positive, negative to the negative, the dark and light wires. And then on the other side, I've run jumpers that go from here on this corner to the opposite corner here. And the same thing on this corner, I've gone to the opposite corner here. So it's just jumped straight across. So that when you do put power to this on one direction, it'll throw it one way. When you put power the other way, it'll go the opposite way. So let's try this out. And a lot of the trick to this is to keep from burning these things out. You want a momentary switch, and you don't want to hold that switch over.
Okay. So negative and positive. And then get a good one so I can see this.
And it goes over. Throw it the other way. You don't need a very long stay at either side. One way, the other way, very quick. Now, Revolution made some slow-mo switches where when you throw it, it brings it all the way over and then stops. So like I say, don't hold it over there. Just throw it back. All right. And I actually have some of mine set up on circuit boards. I'll try to put a picture of that in too. That will tell you which way you're going to go. Okay. So again, just throw it one way or the other. 12 volts up to 14. Just wire it in. Use this switch. Now, this is what I drew up to give us an idea of how this circuit works. So, from your positive and negative coming into your switch, which is here in the center, there in the center, you have your main wires. From there, if you throw the switch one direction, it'll put the power up through these two wires going up to your switch. If you throw your switch down, then this switch is not connected up here anymore, but what happens is these two wires are crossed. So they will pull your power back up, reversing the current to the opposite direction, and throw the switch back the other way. Simple crossover electrical. Thank you, my dad, for teaching me electrical. So now let's take a look at one of these switches and see just what it is that makes these things work. And if you want to run these things outside, you will want to make sure you either cover them up during the winters. Not a bad idea if it's going to rain, cover them up. Or cover them up and expect to have to still take them apart every summer. Now you see how this one has all this dirt and grime at the top? That's from ants. We have a sugar ant up here, and it will get into these things and just plug them up. Okay, this is the unit that will throw your switch one way or the other, and this is just the simple little motor. This motor actually comes out, and your windings are up in here, which is, of course, where you put your power to throw that unit back and forth. This one has been out for a long time. This one has too. This one has been outside for a couple of years now. And God bless my friend who gave me these. You'll want to take these apart at least once a year if you don't cover them up, and clean them up. They usually come off the rails pretty easily, just 2 screws, and this unit will just lift right off and come out, so they're easy to take off. By the way, there's a little tip right here that is what stops this from rolling side to side. So when you have this in here and it goes from side to side, that little tip will stop it. That's what keeps your bar from going too far when it throws this. That's another item I forgot to mention to you. These side pieces, and of course this one, my friend has lost this side piece, but be careful when you pull these apart because these will fall off and you'll lose them in the garbage and everything. So it can run with one, but it really needs at least one in there. Okay, and I like to oil up the side. This is actually a little gear lube, so it's very light. It's plastic safe gear lube. But that way, if it's going to rub on anything, it will keep it a little better protected. And I didn't use my mic. Now let's give it a quick try. There you go. So from one that would not run, it was so jammed up, to it runs very nicely now. You also need a very thin screwdriver head to be able to get into here without taking the top off. Okay. So there we go. Okay. LGB switches. So, thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can always get a hold of me anytime through this YouTube channel. And my name is Mark. I'm a garden railroader, and I hope a lot of you are too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. We'll see you down the rails, and God bless.